Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Joined by Hall of Famer Grant Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet, believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Chris Middleton is out there with Butler. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Jrue Holiday. And it's Jordan in at the 2.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Murray, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Jordan with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Jordan with the bucket.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Edwards against Butler. Edwards, the pass to Jokic. And just over a minute played here to start the game. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
With the step back, here's Butler. Jokic grabs the board. Now the Nets with it. And here's Murray. Outside Porzingis. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Greg.
Oh, so true, B.A. That 2,000, 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center, we've never really seen that before.
Pass to Jokic. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And stolen by Porzingis. Murray with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Good example of the new breed of point guards. Murray creates for himself as well as he creates for others.
And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. Might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
Left side, Edwards. Butler with a steal.
Awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Garland finds Jokic. Back to Garland. Now Jokic. He's covered by Ayton. They kick it out to Porzingis. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Evan Mobley comes in for Porzingis. And Green is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Jordan.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Will it go? He got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. Cunningham's checked in for Holiday. 1:44 left in the opening quarter. Mobley up top, outside Garland, clock at 4. Here's Allen, unable to get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Pass to Cunningham. From downtown, the rebound by the Nets. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards can't hit. Chicago leading.
To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference, but ultimately they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
And Smitty, that was the story in the East last season. So many injuries.
It was, B.A., both in the regular season and in the playoffs. They have that next man up mentality, but when one of your stars goes down, there's not much you can do.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
How about your Brooklyn Nets?
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Mobley outside, puts up a three. Mobley, a screen on Cunningham. The drive by Garland. Shots blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. There's 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Green for three. And the Nets miss again.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Bridges. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Green, the pass to Mobley. Oh, they need this. It's blocked. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jordan. The shot from 20 feet out again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. Garland, the pass to Green. Back to Garland. Fires the three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth dance team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Edwards out there with Mobley. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Green in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks. Murray passes to Edwards. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. Middleton is checked in for Chicago.
Substitution. Chris Middleton.
The Bulls have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Holiday finds Middleton. Back to Holiday. Down low. Here's Turner. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Turner's got his first points of the night. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Impressive. You like the aggressive mindset. Holiday's not just floating on the perimeter.
Porzingis passes to Green. The kick out to Edwards. Misses the three. For Chicago, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Middleton.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
The confidence Jimmy Butler brings to his game is infectious. It's obvious his attitude has a positive effect on his entire squad's play and pushes everyone to deliver their best effort.
Reed's checked in for Jokic. And a change for the Bulls. Ayton's checked in. Right side Edwards. From deep. Here's Reed. Lays it up and banks it in. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Chicago shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Pass to Jordan. And here's Ayton. Reed defending. And Ayton with the stuff.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
It's really good to see Kristaps inside forcing the issue. We know his outside abilities, but he can also bang down low.
The Bulls making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, B.A., yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside Murray. Green for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And here tonight to watch his former team, it's half man, half amazing. Vince Carter.
And unfortunately, the Nets' performance, not that amazing thus far. They got to channel some of that VC and get their game up.
So the Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Claxton, he's checked in for Chicago. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I like how poised Cunningham is. Good at running pick and rolls and finding passing lanes.
Green, the pass to Porzingis. Outside for Green. There's the triple. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Cunningham passes to Ayton. Rejected by Allen. And he gets it back. And Ayton gets it to go. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. To the middle. Here's Green. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Smooth sailing for Chicago. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Cunningham missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Murray passes to Allen. Back to Murray. Porzingis for 3. And the Nets another 3.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Cunningham outside. Jacks up a 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the...
36.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Bulls shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Chris Middleton, also Jimmy Butler out there. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. And the Nets shooting a very low 27% so far in this one.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Pass to Middleton. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Middleton. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Garland against Holiday. Middleton outside. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Jordan. Great D that time from Murray. A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Outside Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Garland against Ayton. And the dunk by Jokic.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Holiday passes to Jordan. Butler with the ball. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Some changes for Brooklyn. Reed's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Evan Mobley comes in for Porzingis. And Green is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Turner, he's checked in for Chicago. Bridges comes in for Jimmy Butler. Smitty, what you like about this Bulls offense, they tend to take good shots.
Reason why, BA, they've got veteran scorers who are disciplined, patient. It's difficult for defenses to speed them up.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
We throw good. Mobley. Chicago making some changes. Claxton, he's checked in for Jordan. And Cunningham subbed in for Drew Holiday.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Gets the 3 to fall. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A unique talent. Cunningham has the size of a wing and the skill of a point.
Mobley down low, working on Claxton. Cunningham up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Out to Garland. Reed, a screen on Cunningham. Garland, the pass to Reed. Green against Bridges. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Shooting for Chicago, Mikal Bridges.
And he makes a first. Bridges hits them both. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Garland. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
15 seconds.
That's good from Garland.
Darius Garland at the line 2 times.
Garland hits them both. 1:03 left in the third. The Bulls have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Bridges passes to Cunningham. Hits the trifecta. And the Bulls lead by 21.
For Cade, consistently knocking down threes, it'll open up the rest of the court.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. Soft touch off the glass.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Cunningham's got 5 now.
Aggressive shot from Cunningham inside, getting to that point-blank shot.
Green finds Mobley. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Green missing. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Out to Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Cunningham with the ball. And it's all from 3-point range. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting on a comfortable... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Jokic in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. Garland, the pass to Allen. The shot won't fall. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Allen with a screen on Bridges. Edwards, the pass to Allen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
With a soft touch around the basket, when Allen gets good looks inside, he's able to capitalize.
Here's Jordan. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Garland finds Murray. Back to Garland. Edwards against Butler. Outside Murray. Clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, I feel a lot of players get labeled as guys who can do a little bit of everything. DeJounte Murray has more than earned that label.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Jared Allen. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Chicago. Middleton comes in for Bridges. Pass to Middleton. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown. It really has been striking the improvement Murray's shown every year, Smitty.
B.A., his scoring keeps going up. His assists are up. He's one of the best rebounding point guards in this league. And his confidence is trending up just like his stats.
It's good.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Jordan, the pass to Ayton. Middleton outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Nets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Garland finds Murray. Out to Garland. Launches it. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist of the night. Holiday against Garland. Jordan with a screen on Murray. To the paint. Got a hand on it. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the right side. Here's Jokic. And again, it's Brooklyn.
The size, the skill, the footwork. Jokic has it all. Just a strong move.
Now Middleton. Pass to Aiden. Outside Butler. The three. And again, Chicago, no good.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Outside Holiday. Now here's Ayton. And stolen by Murray.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Bulls.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
Jordan high post. Working on Porzingis. Basket's good.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Jordan. Jordan with a screen on Murray. Middleton from the outside.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 20. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Ayton with it. Defended by Porzingis. And it's good. 2 points.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it take to...
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for...
Here's the starting lineup.
Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got John Morant. Harris is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Williamson in at the small forward position.
Anytime CP3 gets inside the three-point line, or especially inside the top of the key, he's an immediate threat.
Barry's the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. Embiid. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
DeRozan against Harris. Doncic passes to Mitchell. Lowry dishes to DeRozan for three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Harris. Nice D from DeRozan.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Mitchell kicks to Doncic. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Now here's Doncic. Clock at 4. Williamson with it. Now the pass to Morant. To the middle. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass.
Tobias there taking the contact. Still leaning with it. Scores it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. And with this team, it's all about getting out in transition and using their team speed. He said, look, if we get a rebound, we got to be off to the races. This has to be a track meet. So we may have a wild one tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer. So you just can't hack away at it.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Bam's size along with his athleticism, that could be a big problem on the interior.
And Adebayo drops them both. So it's the Pelicans now. Morant passes to Williamson. Adebayo against Embiid. Morant outside. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Boston. They trail by 1. Lets it go with the 3. Boston again missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harris finds Morant. Williamson outside. Passes it to Embiid. Releases from 15. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Embiid's got 6.
Zion plays within the system right there, very unselfish.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Randall's checked in for Tobias Harris. Joe Harris comes in for Williamson. Terry Rozier's checked in for Chris Paul. And Halliburton subbed in for John Morant. Now here's Capella. Bucket is good.
Almost all of Capella's shots are going to come from that kind of range. He's a big that's not trying to play out on the perimeter.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially with how he attacks the backboard.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound and pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Embiid sets the pick for Rozier. And stolen by Hayward. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
Now, here's Rozier. On the wing, Harris. And the Pelicans miss again. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Rozier against Ball. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Capella. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Julius Randle, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Embiid in at the 5.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
Doncic is checked in for the Celtics.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block, given how close this game is. A stop like that was right on point.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Celtics. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for Embiid. DeRozan finds Mitchell. Williamson with the block.
The potential of Zion on the defensive end, man, it is limitless down there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And Doncic gets it to go.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now here is Harris. The dish now to Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Here's Doncic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Morant's checked in.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Williamson. Harris a screen on Lowry. Shot clock at 6 from the low block. Yep, it counts. And the Pelicans lead by 2. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Here's Morant. After Luka Doncic's bucket,
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
That gives them the lead. Adebayo's got 6.
Well, Bam Adebayo's so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
Randall surveying the D. Back to Morant. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And Doncic, here we go.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Morant against Doncic. And finished off by Morant.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now, here's DeRozan. Randall grabs the board. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. From down in the low post, it goes. Williamson's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. Now a timeout called by Boston. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:27 left now here in the second. Morant against Ball. And he makes good on the layup. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Rozier.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
Taken third overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hall's checked in. And he drives in, and Capella sends it back.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
And Vucevic kicks to Capella. Celtics passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Ball. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
You know, all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Paul. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Screen by Capella. Back to Ball. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Boston. He notched 8 points in the...
The Pelicans, 27.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down. down to the last possession. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
They've got Adebayo. Ari out there with DeRozan. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston Five. Now here's DeRozan. Outside for Lowry. No good on the shot. Morant with some nice D. Down low, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Doncic. Takes a three. Connects from three-point range. Doncic has got 11. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4", the 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Embiid. Williamson in the post. Now recovering. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Embiid.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Pelicans. The lead is 2. Embiid with the screen on Lowry. Paul passes to Embiid. Good work there as it goes. 15 points for Joel Embiid.
Quickness of Chris Paul dicing up the defense with his superb passing off the screen.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Some changes for Boston. Vucevic checked in for DeRozan. And Ball subbed in for Luka Doncic. New Orleans also making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Harris. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Paul. And Halliburton subbed in for John Morant.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And New Orleans also making a change. Rozier's checked in.
Well, take your choice. You can either foul him or watch him dunk. Well, actually, in this case, you could get both.
And that one drops.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now here's Randle. Rozier kicks to Embiid. All sorts of time, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Ball dishes to Capella. Back to Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 9 points for LaMelo Ball.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Brogdon finds Embiid. Misses from close range. Boston trailing. For the lead. And the dunk by Capella.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Now, here is Halliburton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Randle no good. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Good on both. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Halliburton. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embiid. And again, no good by New Orleans. Ball from long range. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Celtics lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for New Orleans right now, Zion Williamson is out there with Harris. Then it's Randall. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Now here's Morant. It's stolen by Vucevic. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Morant.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
And Mitchell drops them both. Pelicans trail by 5. Morant kicks to Rozier. There's the pass to Williamson. 17-foot shot on the way. Nice D from DeRozan. Out left to the wing. Vucevic gets double teamed. The 3. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Adebayo. And the Celtics lead by 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The putback, and Doncic is right there. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
And he's become a true warrior on the backboard. Doncic understands how to position himself on that offensive board.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. We got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. And the Pelicans with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Mitchell against Paul. From the line. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
And here is Paul, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Paul with the ball, now defended by Adebayo. Boston leading by 11. DeRozan passes to Doncic. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Passes to Adebayo. Not going to go that time. Randall with some nice D. And Randall has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. 11-point game. Randall a screen on Lowry. Floats it up for Randall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Ball's checked in for Doncic. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Embiid's checked in. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. DeRozan's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 11. Right block shot. And Paul with the block. DeRozan scanning the floor. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The Pelicans shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Williamson.
And Zion, he's just got to do whatever it takes to stay healthy, because when this guy is on the floor, he's a difference maker.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And both free throws good for Williamson. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Ball against Paul. Now here's Ball. Defense is right there. 4 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adebayo. Gordon Hayward comes in for Kyle Lowry. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Mitchell. The Pelicans also changing it up. Julius Randle's checked in for Harris. Joe Harris comes in for Williamson. And Brogdon subbed in for Morant.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Shooting for New Orleans.
And Boston has possession. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That's tough, because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
For 3, Brogdon. Rebound, Boston.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Bates.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA. And Doris, both of these teams prefer to operate at a slower pace. It's more about half-court offense than getting out in transition.
Which means necessarily, BA, that the winner tonight is likely going to have to execute at a high level. That means, is your spacing good? Do you have the appropriate motion? Are you setting quality screens? How effective can you be generating good shots in the half court?
And to look at the starters for the Knicks, we've got Mike Conley. Brook Lopez is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Now the Knicks with it. Pass to Lopez. Gobert with it. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Here's Miller. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Well, the past few seasons, the Jazz have become serious playoff contenders.
You know, BA, with high expectations, they haven't reached their goal. Now, this franchise definitely has their sights set on the ultimate prize, their first championship.
Here's Conley, and good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Back to Johnson. Smith outside. The kick out to Johnson. Smith outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Brown. Three-pointer. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
The Knicks making a switch here. Maxi's checked in. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, BA. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
Now here's Brown. Smith with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Smith no good. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Kuzma, and it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You add the ability to put it on the deck and drive to the cup with his shooting ability, and Kyle Kuzma's problematic to guard.
Pass to Johnson. Now Smith. And Gobert with a block. Outside Conley. Back to Maxey. And he drives in. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Johnson. Stolen by Conley. And the shot goes in. Conley's got his second basket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Johnson. Inside. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, you got to think better of that next time. He had little to no chance of conversion. One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
Smith, he's checked in for Utah. Brown comes in for Johnson. Gordon, he's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Kuzma. And here's New York now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. To the paint. Brown. And he converts the layup. And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the Track and Field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Smith. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Outside, Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Miller. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley passes to Gobert. And they double up Gobert. And he gets that one.
Now, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Smith outside. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
It's a Jazz ball. Checking in for the Knicks. Jordan Poole.
.11 seconds left in the first quarter here. Deflected. Now Brunson. Poole for 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6.
Please, a big round of applause for your Jazz Jazz team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the court right now for the Knicks, they've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma. Jordan Poole out there with Brook Lopez. Here's Smith. Second chance effort. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ginobili gets the bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Ginobili. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Jazz have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pass to Brown. Smith outside. Smith outside. To the left wing. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Smith outside. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Second quarter here. Just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Ginobili. Smith with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
13 feet out. The Jazz with another miss. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first team all-rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. A different look for Utah. Davis, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Johnson in for Smith. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Conley's checked in. Gordon with a steal. Lopez in the post. And he buries his first look.
They're simply going to have do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
Well, you look at Kuzma's shooting percentages. His rookie season still his most efficient, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he stayed at about that same level. But as an offensive-minded player, if he can progress a little, that would certainly help his value.
Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. It's deflected. Here's Ginobili. Another shot. And he lays it in. Give him 8 points now.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Johnson. The Knicks making their last shot. To end the run. The Knicks pull it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the wing on the left. Right wing. Here's Ginobili. Check by Davis. Pass to Ginobili. There's the 3. Miller pulls it in. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Down low. Outside for Davis. Here's Miller. Rejected by Lopez.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And Utah calls time here. Smith, he's checked in for Utah. Brown comes in for Johnson. And the Knicks making a change here. On defense, the Knicks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Brown. And another miss by Utah. And here's New York now. Good momentum. 14 straight now. Here's Brunson. Banked it in off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And here's Brunson. Lopez, the screen on Brown. For 3, Maxey. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is off. Thanks, Allie. After the break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Smith out there with Johnson. And it's Miller in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Now here's Johnson. Offensive rebound. Smith passes to Brown. Back to Johnson. To the wing, right side. 4 on the clock. Smith no good. Here's Ginobili. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Now here's Brown. Over to the wing. Right wing. Pass to Miller. Out to the wing. Takes a 3. And another miss by Utah. Smith against Conley. And stolen by Brown. Outside Johnson. And here's Brown. Over to the left wing. Johnson passes to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Here's Miller. No good on the triple. Here's New York. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Conley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
Smith, he's checked in for Johnson. Poole, he's checked in for New York. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Brown. Out left to the wing. Here's Miller. The baseline, Jay. Kick out to Brown. Smith right side. Now here's Brown. Smith right side. Shot to end the cold streak. Knocks down the long Jay. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Brown's checked in. Gordon, he's checked in for New York. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Conley.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
To the wing, right side. Smith outside. Brown with it, out to the right wing. To the left side wing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Poole, the pass to Maxey. On target from range. Maxey's got 5 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Poole. There's 1:17 left in the third. It's good. Poole's got his second basket of the game.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Gobert with the double. Brown with it. Pass to Smith. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Smith. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-5 run. Poole drops in the layup for 2. He has 6.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Outside, Brown. Back to Smith. Pass to Brown. And here's Smith. Outside, Brown. Lets it go from the wing. The Knicks with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Poole. 6 points for him. Let's go with a 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today, coming from an unlikely position, is the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for New York, Jalen Brunson is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Bullock in at the 5, down low. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Brook Lopez is checked in for New York.
4. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
Humphries at the line for 1.
Here's Miller. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Here's Humphries. And another miss by Utah. And New York shooting it at 61%. A terrific average. Here's Brunson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Humphries. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Brunson against Brown. Brunson misses. For Utah, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Pass to Humphries. And now the Knicks on the break. Tipped. Brunson against Davis. Here's Miller. Tries to snap the cold streak. Off target from three-point range.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. Johnson, he's checked in for Utah.
Boy, you think back to that Laker 2020 title run. One of the most unsung heroes was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Think about how good he was in the Orlando bubble.
Now here's Johnson. To the middle. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Ginobili. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for New York. Poole comes in for Brunson. For KCP in the bubble, he was almost 40% from deep during the playoffs.
B.A. Caldwell-Pope was the third option for those Lakers after Anthony Davis and LeBron James. He knocked down huge shots in the finals against the Heat. KCP earned that 2020 ring.
They get it back. And here are the Knicks. They've got a 10-0 run going. Into the lane. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Lopez with the steal.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
So it's Utah now. After the basket by New York. 6 to shoot. Pass to Davis. And here's Brown for 3. Here's Ginobili, covered by Johnson. Ginobili gets the bucket.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Miller. Lets it go from 11. Rejected by Lopez. Here's Poole. And a nice finish on the layup.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Now here's Davis. Here's Miller. Oh, no good. Unable to end this run. Here's Poole. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now Johnson. And so New York takes this one by a big margin.